computer. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm Cindy Talley from Yucca Valley, California, and Cindy Jorgensen. Do you want to say hello?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being on our team call tonight. We're so grateful for everyone here.
Yeah, we call this the Nuts and Bolts team call. We've been having it weekly on Tuesday evenings via Zoom, and we're going to talk about possibly decreasing the time to once a month and having special guest speakers, and then we'll just come on periodically for as needed. But we are just super excited tonight. This nuts and bolts, so that's what we mean by that is that what is the action that we need to take to build this business. And so we hear about all the mindset stuff, and we have our daily recommended, methods of action that we should follow. So we just really wanted to bring things to you guys on just the nuts and bolts of this business. And so I love the thought of building my business from home and teaching other busy moms how they can also have a home business. And so they're not always able to get out and go do presentations like Dave MacArthur. And so it's great to have that option of building through social media. So over the past, yes.
Can you just push, because you opened it first, it's not letting me record. So you're not recorded. Could you?
Oh, it says recording.
It says recording, but if we can mute out everybody, that would be great too.
Okay. Sure. Let's see here. How to mute out everybody. Do you know how to mute? Can you mute out people from your end, Cindy?
Let me do that. Let me work on that real quick.
Because I can't figure that out. So anyway, I thought this would be an amazing opportunity to bring Angel on and teach us how to build our business through social media. I'll let Angel tell her story because she knows it best. So if we are recording, let's go ahead and have welcome Angel to get this meeting started.
Well, thank you so much, Cindy and Cindy, for having me on your team call. I am so elated to be doing this with you. And this is one of my favorite topics to train on, to be honest. Like every time I train on this, it's like in my soul, in my blood. And so I get really fired up to do this because it's exactly how I built my business. I would say 96 to 98% of how I built my business was all social media. And to say that I was like a social media guru before Isagenix was not the case. I was posting like here and there, but once I got a hold of Isagenix, and it was taught to me to how to first share Isagenix was to make a Facebook post. So if you're not doing that with your team, I highly suggest that is the first thing you should have them do is make a Facebook post. Now, let me start from the beginning and a little bit about my stories. I started Isagenix about 3.5 years ago. It was in a time that I was not good. I mean, from the outside looking in, you would say that I had it all together. I was a certified personal trainer. I was a certified holistic health coach. So I was training people and I was writing nutrition plans for people. But at that time that Isagenix came into my life, I had broken my ankle, both sides, had to have surgery, plate screws, the whole 9 yards, and 6 months pregnant at the same time, okay? So I was then put on workers' comp. So I was already struggling financially, and then on top of that, put on workers' comp and pregnant, okay? So it was almost like a blessing came into my life with Isagenix, and I say truly it was an angel for me. It was proposed to me as, like, to be honest, what really piqued my interest was a post on social media from one of my friends that actually got me into Isagenix. And she was at a celebration. It was the one in California, and it looked so fun. And as a yellow, like, it has to be fun for me or I'm not doing it. So like she reached out, I reached out, like we started talking and I said, what is this Isagenix thing you're doing? And she said, well, I would love to share with you. I'm like, okay, share with me, and she knew that I was a health coach. And so she told me about the products. And I said, well, I need to do my research, right? Because I'm a health coach and I was already eating organic and nothing processed. And I was teaching people not to drink shakes, like you need to eat real food. because I had been there, done that. Like I'd been a competitor, so I've had so many shakes on the market, and it would tear my stomach up and it would bloat me, and I would be like TMI constipated for like 5 days. Like, so I was like over it. I was like, I'm going to heal my body and figure out how to really eat healthy and all this stuff. So I was teaching people not to drink shakes. So of course, when I got the shakes, or when I went online, she actually, sent me a tool to go check out the ingredients. So again, go back to the tools. I went and looked at the ingredients, and of course, like, the ingredients look great, but there was like a couple that I had questions about. Like, it'll say natural flavors, and so I've learned a lot in holistic health school that natural flavors can mean so many different things, and they can actually get away with like almost like some kind of artificial, like within the natural flavors. So I contacted corporate, and they said it was like stevia and sugar from beets and stuff like that. So that was okay. That was Trump. So I said, okay, I'm going to give this a test. And so we got our pack, and at this time I was breastfeeding. So I didn't do any cleansing, but my boyfriend at the time, we got him on the whole system, and then I got like kind of a minimal system. So we had great results. I then immediately before I got my box though, I posted on social media, and I just said, I'm so excited. The same exact script that you see in the back office is the exact script that I used. Okay, so that script works. So don't try to reinvent the wheel. Of course, like tweak it to make it your language or whatever you want to do, but just know that that script is like perfect for everybody, because it shows like what Isagenix is about, and it just says, hey, who wants to do this with me, kind of thing. So I put it out there. People started like responding. What is this? Immediately said, I will send you a PM, right? You never want to just blurt out, it's Isagenix, right? So you send them a PM, and then you start talking, and you get it offline. You set up their call. So that's a little bit of my story. But when I started Isagenix, when I made that first post, like things went fast for me because I continued to post on social media. And I found that that was the easiest way for me as a new mom with a newborn to be able to extend my reach to so many people. Like you said, Cindy, like I can't just go out and meet girlfriends for lunch because I have a newborn, right? So stay-at-home moms that have kids, like this is a perfect way for them to reach the masses at home, because we're teaching people you can work from home, right? So I did that in a short amount of time. 8 months later, I replaced my income, 2-star executive in the company, and went on and had major success. Then my boyfriend and I split up, and I lost that business center completely because we were told that we were supposed to work his spot, not my spot. And so now I'm on rebuilding my spot. And what I've found in this is like the one term that comes to mind when I think about my story is consistency. I have been consistent since day one. I have not stopped one day with social media. So how I want to start this out is, number one, this is not the end all be all of how to build your business. So don't think you can just pray and post and people are going to flock to you, because that's not how it happens. You may get 1 or 2 like family, friends, all of that, but it's not going to just happen where you just post and people are going to flock to you. Okay. But it's a free platform for you to build your business. So if you're going to treat this like a business, use Facebook as a tool for your business, because it's free. It's free marketing, free advertisement for you, right? And so I highly, highly suggest, if you're not using social media, use social media. I know a lot of faces on here, and I know all of you are rocking social media. And so just stay consistent with that. The other most important thing is make your Facebook public. Make your Instagram public, make your Facebook public. If you're going to treat this like a business or work it like a business, treat it like a business. Sorry, but we're not going to be private anymore. You're going to put yourself out there. Why? Because you're branding yourself. People are going to buy you, not your product. So you want to start branding yourself. And what does that mean? I know a lot of people, they come to me and they're like, what exactly does branding mean? Well, number one, I always start out with, what are 5 things that you love? Or what are 5 things that come to mind that you are about? Okay. So for me, it's faith. So if you go to my Facebook page, you're going to see faith, Christianity, spirituality. You're going to see fitness, because I love the fitness world. I'm a trainer. You're going to see nutrition, recipes, anything about nutrition. You're going to see family. You're going to see my kids and my family. And then you're going to see business. So those are my top 5. So whatever you're passionate about, if you're passionate about dogs, if you're passionate about hiking, if you're passionate about mountain biking, if you're passionate about surfing, like whatever you're passionate about, what are your top like values that you have in your life that really circumferences you as a person, okay? And then that's what you're gonna post about. I don't care if it's a picture of your dog, you're out walking your dog, that's okay, because a lot of people like dogs, right? For me, like a lot of people love spirituality, a lot of people love my recipes. Like, so whatever you're about, really get crystal clear on what your brand is. And that's what that really means, is who are you as a person? We're not just Isagenix. We're not just a product. We're not just a shake. Brianna, if you can mute out your phone for me, please. And then, no problem, no problem. And then just know that it's not just all about Isagenix. So sharing content that is adding value to other people, that's not all about Isagenix. Like for me, I love this like natural deodorant I use. Make a post about your deodorant. Make a post about like it has no aluminum in it, like, or your toothpaste that has no fluoride in it, because I'm all about holistic health. Like whatever you love to do that too. Add value to people that's not just about Isagenix all the time. Because when people start seeing Isagenix in their face all the time, they're just going to scroll past you. Okay? So really add value to your page and really add a lot of content that adds value. If you love your Lululemon leggings or you got some new workout pants from Target, post that on Instagram stories or social media. Oh, I love these pants, because you know what? People are going to be so thankful that you're adding value, because we do that all day long. But when you start sharing just like Isagenix products, they kind of like freeze up, right? But we always are sharing what we love. A favorite movie we went to, a favorite restaurant we went to, our favorite yoga pants, you know? So start throwing some of that in there as your content and adding value to people, or any kind of like personal health, personal growth book that you love, or any audio book that you love. People love to know what you love, because the people that love you and trust you, they want to know what you're doing and they want to know about your life. So if you're sharing authentically like the stuff that you love, they're more in tune to like listen to your other stuff about Isagenix, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? They're going to just start being like, oh, okay, she's not just all about shoving Isagenix in her face, right? So just adding content. Another thing is use photos. So if you're going to do a motivational post, or you have some kind of quote that you love, find a picture of yourself. If you don't have pictures of yourself, get your husband, your daughter, your best friend, just go out in nature and start taking photos of yourself. Like the iPhones and the phones these days are so good that you don't need a freaking professional photographer. Like I've only hired one professional photographer in my life, and that was when I was like competing. So you don't need that. You really just need your cell phone and a couple action shots. Like Cindy, I love some of your action shots with your activewear, and you just have the Nitro sitting next to you. Like it's brilliant. Like just start shooting pictures of yourself. I know it sounds kind of vain, but really people love to see photos. Okay, so if you're just scrolling, they're gonna scroll past your words. But if they see a beautiful picture of you, they're gonna stop and read. It's just the way it is. And Facebook loves it. Like the algorithms, you're gonna show up in more people's feeds if you're using photos, if you're using videos. For me, I still have a stigma about Facebook Live. I'm getting over that, but videos. If you love to do videos, Facebook loves videos. They love Facebook Live, okay? Because you know what that does? It sends a notification to every single person that you're friends with, okay? So it expands your audience like massive when you do videos and lives. So photos and videos. So write that down, photos and videos, okay? Now with your photos, please use good lighting. Like if you're out in the sun, like turn the camera around, do like a selfie mode on your phone and turn to where the light's shining on your face. Because if you turn it to where the sun is reflecting behind you, you're gonna be like a dark shadow. Okay, so always make sure you're light and bright, or whatever you're taking a picture of is light and bright, because that's more appealing to the eye than just some kind of canister on the counter that's dark and you can't really read it. Okay, or if you're holding your shake, like making sure the light is on you, on your face, not behind you where it's dark and no one knows what you're holding, right? So just really focus on lighting. Focus on lighting. Then when you're posting, am I going too fast, or is this okay? I'm like, I get on a roll, so just stop me if you have any questions. Also, the other thing is you want to share the benefits of your product, not, hey, this is a shake, you should drink it. Like, this is the best shake on the market. Okay, people have heard that for years. Over shakes. I'm just going to say it. They're okay, it's just another shake, right? What are the benefits of your product? Okay, so always remember that when you're making a post and you're having an Isagenix product in your hand or whatever, what are the benefits that are going to serve or value other people? So for me, like if I'm in the car and I just made my shake, I'm going to post a picture of me with my shake in the car. Like, I'm so grateful for Easy on the Go nutrition as I'm dropping my daughter off from school. It took me 30 seconds to make and I'm out the door. Like, that's a benefit, right? A lot of busy moms need convenient nutrition on the go, right? Or a picture of my daughter with her shake. I'm so grateful that she has amazing nutrition to fuel her for the day. Or like, what are the benefits of our products? Not just, here, drink this shake, okay? Or like the E-Shot. I'm so grateful to have this natural energy shot, no stimulants, caffeine or you can say natural caffeine. Like, what are people going to gravitate towards? They're going to gravitate towards natural caffeine, natural source of energy. People are looking for alternatives these days. They don't want the synthetic anymore. They're really looking for natural alternatives. So you could be on a bike ride, drinking your E-Shot, and then talking about the benefits of an E-Shot. Okay, so always use photos because those are really powerful. Benefits of the oils. I get a headache. I'm so grateful for peppermint oil. Just put it on across my head and my migraine's gone, or lavender for any kind of cuts or bruises. Like, my daughter had mosquito bites like all over her body the other day, and I just like lavender everywhere because it stops the itching. Okay, so start learning the benefits of our products and using that in your terminology as you're posting on Facebook. If you're posting about oils or posting about an E-Shot or posting about the shake, start researching the benefits of our products and add that content to your post. Does that make sense?
It's awesome.
Okay. And then one last thing I want to share before I go into my Facebook is, again, when we go back to like, what's your brand? What are you passionate about? Go and find those groups. Like, there's so many groups that you can be a part of. I know that we get added to groups nonstop, which please don't ever add someone to our group without asking them. It really drives me crazy. Like, I've got added to like 5 groups today and I'm just like so over it. Like, I know a lot of you probably are with network marketing, but if you are passionate about dogs, go find dog groups and meet up at the dog park. Okay, if you're passionate about mountain biking, like, get in a mountain biking group and go meet these guys and go for a bike ride. If you're passionate about sewing, like, join a sewing group. All you have to do in the search bar is push sewing or bikes, or I'm a part of, you probably have one in your city. I'm a part of, I live in Frisco, and so I'm part of our Frisco Moms Business page. So that's a page where we can post about our business. Okay, so I'm always constantly posting. And so all the cities surrounding me, I'm part of all those business mom groups. If you have little ones, mommy meetups, or you're meeting at the park for play dates, or for me, I love to go to Bible study. So that's another group that I'm a part of, that I get to meet moms and other women that I can just connect with. This is not about going and like shoving Isagenix in their face. It's about making connections with people, and an easy way to make connections with people without having to go and without having to cold call or go out and meet new people. If you start joining these groups and start meeting up with these people, it's just a way to meet more people in your community. Really make those genuine connections, like Laura St. John always talks about, is like genuinely connecting with people. We are meant to connect with people. We're not meant to push our product on people. We're meant to build relationships with people. We're in the relationship building business. So don't always go in with the mindset of like, I'm going to get them on my team. No, that's not it. It's about building that relationship with that person and genuinely getting to know that person. Because what I can tell you is I started a mommy, and this would be a great idea for all of you. I started a mommy meetup, coffee mommy meetup on Mondays, every Monday from like 9 to 10. And we would pick a different coffee shop in the area, and we would have a separate Facebook group, and it was just a mommy meetup coffee group. So it was a chance for moms to get out of the house. They could bring their kids or not, just to get out. Because a lot of us single moms, we get stuck in the house, right? Mm-hmm. Even us as network marketers that are working this full time, like we need to get out. Like I'm talking to myself right now. Get out of the house and start mingling with people, start connecting with people. So my sister and I started this. This was like a year ago. Okay, so I had one person from that group, and we would go around and we would say, oh, what do you do? What do you do? But it was not about Isagenix. It was not about Plexus. It was not about whatever these other women were doing. It was just about getting together and just conversating and having a good time meeting up with people. But I can tell you, I've signed up probably 5 people from that group within the last year. And I just signed up a lady last week that was like, I remember you did that mommy meetup, and do you remember me? And I was like, oh my God, yes. So I promise you these things work. Just give it time, but get a part of something, a group or A&I group, a network marketing group, or just a mommy meetup, or a women's happy hour, or whatever you want to call it, you know, like brunch, like put on a brunch at your house and invite people to come taste your shakes. Like it's really not that hard. We just make it a lot harder than what it really is. And so with social media, I would say also too, there are certain times that you should post. So I really want you to write these down, because there's algorithms in Facebook and in Instagram and all of that. So with the times that you should post are between 7 and 9 a.m., 12 and 1, so like during lunch, 3 p.m. when people are getting bored at work and ready to get off work. And then I would say 7 to 9 p.m. So that prime time when people are getting their kids ready for bed, or they're getting down for bed themselves and they're scrolling Facebook, right? So remember those prime times. So every morning I really try to stay consistent with making a post right as soon as well, not right as soon as I get up, but between that 7 and 9 a.m. hour frame. And then and usually at night. I don't usually post during the day, but sometimes I do, but I always make sure it's within that 12 to 1 to 2 time period. So those are really, really important times that you want to promote whatever you're going to post, okay? And stay consistent. I cannot say this enough. Like I've had people, like last week I signed up another lady. She's like, I've been watching you for a year and I'm ready to get started. A year, guys. Like, not everyone's going to come on board right away, but if you stay consistent, like I told you, I've been in this 3.5 years. I'm signing up people that I've known forever, and they're finally coming on board. If you stay consistent, you're showing the do, you're living the ISA life. Again, ding, ding, ding moment. Living the ISA life, product of the product, people are going to you because they're going to trust that you are living the ISA life. And you are doing what you're saying you're doing online, okay? Another thing that I cannot stress enough is if you have a product page that you're inviting people to participate in, and you're saying, hey, I'm gonna add you to my private Facebook group, you're saying, I'm gonna add you to my private Facebook group, even though we know it's a community of people, right? When you add them, you need to be posting in there, because you know what? They're not gonna see notifications of that group until you post in there, because you're their friend. So you need to make sure, again, you're living the ISA life. Now in your product page, obviously you can shout Isagenix all over the place, right? You can show you eating whey thins, or you can show yourself drinking shake, or I love these greens, or whatever the product spotlight of the week is, whatever is going on in your group. But guys, post in your group at least once a day. I think as leaders, it should be at least 2 to 3 times a day, to be honest. Just so that you can see, prospects are seeing you live that every day. So it's brought up into their newsfeed every single day, right? So make sure if you're putting people in that group, you are posting in that group because you said it was your private Facebook group. And they don't see you in there. They see all these strangers in there. They never get notifications because you're not posting in there. So it's not coming up in their newsfeed that much. So they're not just gonna go search whatever the product page is and like start looking around. No, it's just gonna start popping up in their newsfeed because you're posting in there because you're their Facebook friend. Remember, you have to be friends with them to add them to your page. So live the ISA life. If you have to miss a day or two, it's life, right? We're all, whatever. That's what's great about the Isagenix or the product pages, are you have other leaders in there posting, so it keeps the content relevant and always going. So you don't always have to feel like you're doing everything. That's what's great. The leverage in that group is amazing. Like if you're cleansing that day or if you're taking your isogenesis that day, like other people are seeing that, right? So I just say the word that you should write the biggest on your page right now is consistency. Because it honestly has been what has propelled me and has kept me in the game, is staying consistent. Because you know what? I'm not the best at like calling people, to be honest. Straight up honesty, authenticity right now. I do message a lot of people. I have called a lot of friends and family, but I'm not just gonna cold call somebody. So social media is a great way to, if you're an introvert, to get yourself out there and to really start there. And then you can kind of broaden your horizons with everything. So I hope some of those content or some of this content is like really helping people. Would you like to ask some questions and I can kind of show you my Facebook, or what would you like to do, Cindy?
I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's speaking?
This is Cindy. Hi.
Hey.
So what is your thoughts on maybe us creating a Facebook group where we're liking on each other's posts? So I was in a group that did that. I was actually in it with Amanda. And so we would post, and then we would post on those 3 times between 7 and 9, 12 and 1. And, you know, we'd just do 3 times. And then everyone in the group, so we had our own, we call it a Facebook Blitz group. It was just a Blitz group. So that we went in and liked each other's posts, and it brought the algorithms up. And so our feed, you know, however all those words mean, people saw us more.
Absolutely. We have our own team thread as well, like a support admin page, and we do like a messenger thread. So it's not like dinging everybody all day long, but say, hey, would you go show some love on my personal page or my whatever, and you can copy and paste whatever post you want to like on. That's a great, thank you for saying that, because it really does help to boost people's algorithms. And you do want to support other people in Isagenix, and you want to support and love on their posts and stuff like that. Like Blair will like message me, hey, go love on my page. I'm like, absolutely. You know, like we want to support each other because it just shows like teamwork, number one, but it does boost your algorithms in your page. So, and once you start commenting on people's posts, other people get excited, and other people are like, dang, there's that many people doing Isagenix, or that many people having great results, you know, because some people posted before and afters. It's just a great way to have engagement, and people that are watching, I would say Blair's page, they're like, wow, like she has a lot of people like liking her stuff. Like I should probably try this, you know? So it really helps if you support other people in Isagenix. I'm not saying you have to go and friend everybody, just pay attention to who's in Isagenix and just go love on their posts. So that was great, Cindy.
So you actually have a group, right? You have a group in your team? And then they're all just saying, okay, let's do this certain. So are they doing it 3 times a day, or how often are they posting?
I would say a lot of them are just 1 time a day, you know, and I'm not going to tell them to go like on my posts 3 times a day. Like it's a lot, but I mean, at least 1 time a day. Absolutely.
Good. Thanks so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, this is great. Yeah, we'd love to see some of your Facebook posts, and then maybe even share, I know you shared a lot of what you're supposed to do, and maybe just share a couple of biggies on what not to do.
What not to do is splatter Isagenix everywhere. You will see on my page, I never say Isagenix. If I do, it's random, like once every blue moon, like celebration, or so that people can see like team and fun and stuff like that. That's the majority of times that you'll see Isagenix everywhere. But guys, how many times are you scrolling through Facebook and you're seeing product after product after product, and it's like a freaking infomercial? right? So please don't splatter Isagenix everywhere because it's not attractive. Because what did I start off with saying is people are going to buy you, not your product. It's just what it is. And then what also not to do. I mean, people have a kind of like contradicting idea when it comes to this, but I don't like to post a lot of like negative stuff on my wall. I like to keep it love, light, and airy and positive. And I know that we should be, I'm not saying not to be authentic and like we're not going to have a bad day or we're not going through some stuff. I'm not saying that you should not share that because I really should probably be more vulnerable and share more of that side. But don't get all crazy hating, like, I don't know. I don't know what to say, but I just say keep it love and light and positive, and because what are you really trying to attract? You're trying to attract people that want to come into this community, that they feel loved, they feel supported, that they feel like you're cheering them on, that you're rooting for them, that they can feel part of something that actually makes them feel good, you know, because there's a lot of women out there that are just day in, day out, like Groundhog Day, and they want to be a part of something more, you know, and when they see you and what you're doing and having like, I mean, community of like girls' nights, or, I mean, it doesn't even have to be girls' nights, it can be couples or whatever, but when they see that, they want to be a part of that. And if you just love on people and you come from a loving heart and a servant heart, they're going to be attractive to you. And you're going to raise your vibration. You're going to pull those people in, and then they're going to be part of your tribe, right? And so that's what Isagenix is about, and that's what I love. And obviously, you get them to events, and then game over.
That's good.
But yeah, so I would say those are kind of the two biggest takeaways for me of what not to do.
Okay.
That I can think off the top of my head. Trying to think of what other people do is, I mean, people work their business so many different ways in this business. Like for me, I don't like to put transformation posts every single day on my page. I don't really truly believe that we're like a weight loss company. I believe we're wholeness and wellness, but I know there's other people that do that. So I like to do maybe once or twice a week, like a Transformation Tuesday, or Thursday, you know, there's Freedom Friday. I love to do Freedom Friday and share about the, like you'll see on my page, I'll show you in a minute, but Freedom Friday, it allows me to be with my daughter on a Friday and take her to the park, or meet with girlfriends for lunch, and the freedom of being able to do that on a Friday when everyone's at work, right? So you're showing Freedom Friday and the financial freedom. And then Sunday night, I forgot to say this earlier, but Sunday night is when I like to make my, what they call, not business posts, what do they call it? Can't remember, but business posts is basically what I like to call it. And so usually from 7 to 10 p.m. is where you want to make that power post, is what they call it, sorry. And that's where you talk more about the business of network marketing. Okay, so like, are you tired of the day in, day out? Are you sick of like stressing out about Monday morning, you know, like, and then sharing the benefits of like what we do in network marketing. So that would be like your power post on Sunday night when people are dreading going back to work on Monday.
That's
right?
a great idea.
Yeah, or Monday morning, like you can post them either way. So Sunday night or Monday morning. Because what do they say the most heart attacks are on what day?
Monday.
Monday. So what I'm going to do is kind of share my screen here and just take you through my Facebook and kind of walk you through just a couple of things that I share on my page. It's not perfect. Everybody, you have to like just figure out what you are and who you're about and what inspires you and what drives you to do this business. Like really getting clear on your why. And so that's what I'm going to say. Hold on one second. Okay. So today, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
And see my screen?
Yes.
So today I obviously did about the shake drop, right? Because that is a great time to promote. But what I didn't say was just that, hey, here, look at our shake. What I did was said the benefits of our shake. Why do shakes differentiate from other people's shakes? Okay, so I listed like different little things that maybe people that are gluten-free sensitive, they're like, oh, it's gluten-free, you know, like stuff that will pop out at people. Oh, less than $3 per meal. Oh, kids can drink this, you know? So again, the benefits of our shake, not just that we have a shake, right? And make your picture look yummy. Like, doesn't that look yummy? I want to go eat that right now. And for me, I like to make it thick to eat like ice cream, right? So you can share the benefits of that. And then that's just today, sorry. And then I'll go down here. Today is just the motivational kind of thing. This was this morning. Like, I don't want to sit back and be average, you know, so that's just whatever. And then this right here was a great post that I did to get interaction. Okay, so traveling again. Okay, so that's showing people that I can travel whenever I want. And I'm doing this and I'm getting travel whenever I want. Like, so it's like pretty cool, right? Because they're sitting at a desk, right, working. And I just said, can you guess where I'm headed to? The person who guesses correctly will win a prize for me. As you can see, people, like, it was like 119 comments, right? So what's that going to do? It's going to push it up in people's newsfeed a lot. So asking questions is a great tool as well. Like getting people on board. Hey, what's your favorite shampoo? Like, it seriously can be that simple. What's your favorite vacuum? I'm really looking for a vacuum. So if you really are, and make it authentic, right? Right? But if you really are like in the search for something, like what's your favorite cauliflower recipe? Like, you'll notice people will start just responding. So that's what you want, engagement on your page. You want people responding in some kind of engagement. So always asking questions like, what's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? Or what do you recommend? Like, if you're looking for a house cleaner, who do you recommend as a house cleaner? Like, it really is that simple. You don't have to go crazy thinking about content. Like, it's pretty simple that way. This one, I just said, basically, I'm compelled by love to bless the lives of others. Again, it's a picture of myself. I had this mug, compelled by love. Like, people are going to stop because it's pretty. Not to rant on myself, but it's catchy, right? They're going to say, oh, what is she talking about? So they're going to read it, right? And so people are like, oh, I want to be part of that. I want to dream big. Like, what is my ideal life? It gets them like thinking about what's their ideal life, right? Let's see. So here's my power post for Sunday night. It was about network marketing. And I got a lot of likes on it, a lot of comments about, you know, it's not about hounding or begging people to join your team. It's about painting a vision of what it can do for people. And then right here at the bottom, what do you need to get healthy, lose weight, gain energy, add an extra 500, 10,000 a month? You name the goal and I'll bring the solution. It's time. Again, it's just showing people what is possible with network marketing. So with this one, there's some likes and stuff like that on it. Now, the thing is I would reach out to some of those people that have continually been liking my posts but have never like said anything. I will reach out to them on private messenger and I would say, thank you so much for liking my business page. Like, what stuck out to you more, the health or wealth side of this post? And you're asking them a question. What is this for? It's just to get engagement from people. Like, if you see people constantly liking your photos, they're liking it for a reason. Okay, so you have to be bold enough to shift that and be like, hey, like, what do you like about it? Like, just be bold and ask him, like, you're liking all my stuff. Like, what do you like about it? The health or wealth? Or I know you've been watching my posts for a while. Like, what inspires you, you know, health or wealth or both? You know, the health side or the business side or both. And so as long as you start putting it out there, people are going to just start responding. Okay. But you have to be bold and just kind of put it out there. This is like a spiritual one. This one, like, it was on a Sunday. Like, this is one of my favorite songs. Spirit lead me where trust without borders, walk upon the waters. It was me in the ocean. Now, again, these photos weren't from that exact day. Like, I have a collection of photos in my phone. So it doesn't have to be like a photo you took that day. So know that you can go and take photos and have a collection in your phone and start using those photos with your words that you're going to create content with. So if you don't have a lot of photos, what I would suggest you do is get dressed up one day. in an activewear outfit, go take some photos, come back. Get dressed up in like a regular outfit, like just normal outfit, go take photos. Like, so that you don't have to keep taking photos every day, or just lifestyle active photos. Just start taking photos and keeping them on your phone in an album to where you can just start placing with words. I'm telling you, photos and videos are where it's at with Instagram and with Facebook. Okay, so using these photos, right? And then here's my transformation. You know, so people can see that, you know, I do transformations, and I keep it short and sweet. I don't like to go on and on and on about what she's doing. And then I'm just like, she's killing it. Like, she's doing amazing, you know, how much, and then I say, how much more time do you need to decide enough is enough? If you're tired of being exhausted, like, reach out, right? So, just showing before and afters. Just again, it's showing you like photos. It's showing you about my faith. Here's when I did kind of like a business post. Basically, be humble, be hungry, and always be the hardest worker in the room. It's a Freedom Friday post. Okay, so showing people that I'm working from the back seat of a car, basically, that you can really work this business from anywhere. Guys, all I did, I was in the car with Debbie Beebe. I said, hey, turn around, take a photo of me. And I just acted like I was on my phone. Like, it's that simple. Or get people like taking you, like get a picture of you like working on your laptop by the pool and put laptop lifestyle. I mean, people are going to be attracted to that because that's literally what I do. I was literally working, but I was like, hey, take a photo of this and capture this, because you can show people that you can, even though you're working from home, you can work from anywhere from your phone. And I always hashtag where there's Wi-Fi, there's a way, right? So really just showing, here's another just like motivation. If you get text messages from people that are having amazing results, post it. Not every day, all day, but just so proud of, excited for my friend Jennifer, because these are real people, real stories. And what people love to hear are real stories. Like, okay, well, she sounds a lot like me. Maybe I should try this out, you know? And she says on here, I think she says on here that, I'm thankful to have seen this post over 6 months ago and finally like reached out, okay? So knowing that she reached out 6 months after that of a post that I made. Like, I didn't even know that. Like, she just said that, you know? So being consistent. So what I'm gonna do is stop here, but stop and ask any questions that you've seen with my posts or any other questions that maybe come to mind as we're kind of talking through all of this. I know it's a lot of content and I kind of talk super fast. So is there anyone that has any questions or comments on if they have any blocks with what they should post or anything like that?
I noticed there's a couple of comments in the chat,
Okay.
questions.
Sure. Let me go in there. Like, I haven't seen it. How do you feel about stories? Okay, I absolutely use stories. It's a great way for people to be engaged like super fast. So you will notice with Instagram per se, like, and maybe one day we can, I don't even know how to link Instagram, but maybe one day we can do on that. But Insta stories are seriously a game changer, because with network marketing and with Isagenix, like, and just in general, what are we most attracted to? We're attracted to people's reality. So it's like reality TV. They want to see the true, authentic you. So if you're making a shake, blending your shake, do an Insta story. Like I did one the other day of my 3-year-old daughter making a shake. Like, it was that easy. A 3-year-old can do it, right?
Yeah.
And so in showing your day in the life of, like, if you're out hiking, just post a picture of you hiking. Like, it's whatever. For me, it's really hard for me to like take photos of myself all day. Like, I don't do that. But there's some people who are really good in this business that literally make a killing on Instagram stories because they're documenting every single part of their day. Now, I don't do that, but it's what works for them. So it's basically people are tuned into reality TV and they want to see your life on a reel, basically, right? So definitely Insta stories. And if you want to share I share different content in my Insta stories. Sometimes it's the same. So it's whatever you're comfortable with, you know, whatever you You can do Insta Story Live, like it's whatever you're comfortable with. So what if you're not comfortable in your own skin and photos? That's a big one. Again, lighting. There are Photoshop apps, just gonna say it. There are Photoshop apps. You can enhance your photos, even on your Instagram or your iPhone. There's an edit button and you can do different filters. Like if you're not comfortable, like do whatever works for you, or take a picture of someone else. I don't know what to say about that, because I know that sometimes I'm not comfortable in my own skin, but I know, and I'm working through, like, the more real you are with yourself and authentic you are with yourself, the more people are going to be attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
It just is what it is. I'm a perfectionist. Say it right out right now. But I've learned over this last year that really people are attracted to just you being you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the most comments and the most outreaches I've ever got on a post was when I shared about me being paralyzed. Now that for me is really hard to put out there because it's just vulnerable, and it was a lot for me, and it's like, it was a lot. But you know what, like people love authenticity, and they love like when you're going through tough times, and they love to see adversity, and they love to see you're not perfect. And for me, that's a huge one, because I'm much a perfectionist growing up, and to put photos on Facebook that are not perfect, I get it. Like I get it, but I'm working through that. So Melissa, I just say, just share it and just go with it, because your friends that love you, they're not even looking at that. And that's what I've had to really grow into, is that people are looking at you through your soul and through your heart, not through your outside. So let's see, how do I do transformations when I don't have customers yet? There is an Isagenix Testimonials Facebook page. I think is it Isagenix Testimonials?
And also IsoBody Challenge, I get some.
IsoBody Challenge, Isagenix Testimonials. Like if you just search in the search bar, you can use any before and afters on there. You can even use them from my page. Any content you see on my page, copy and paste. Any leader that you see that's a millionaire in the company, or someone that you really can align with, that you feel like you have a lot of the same things, copy and paste. That's what everybody does. Like it's not rocket science, and it's not like you have to be so original, because that's not what I did in the beginning. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just copy and paste from Jennifer Traynor because she was my upline. I mean, to be honest, before and afters, like, or Isagenix, God, what is that page? I think it's testimonials.
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm.
But any page that you see that someone has a transformation on, like mine, just copy and paste it. Like you don't have to have customers.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally copy and paste. Mm-hmm. It shows your truth and it will show progress. Yes, I love that, Blair. Yes. Yep, absolutely. ISA testimonials. Thank you. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Anybody else? You can speak out, like unmute yourself. Are they allowed to unmute themselves?
I think so.
I have a question about the Instagram. So I'm very inexperienced in Instagram. I swore I was just going to have Instagram be my family, and then Isagenix be Facebook, and now I'm just kind of knowing that it can't be that way. You know? Yeah. Is there a way that we can link them together so that when you post on Facebook, it also goes on Instagram? Or
you can, but I don't recommend that.
Okay.
I don't recommend that, because I don't think the algorithms will be as high if you do that, because it's not an original post. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
yeah, linking it.
So when you talk about algorithms, then on that, sorry to interrupt, what are like the top 5 things that create that? Because that's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for looks, likes, looks.
Videos are the highest.
Okay, like the videos, the photos, that kind of a thing.
Videos, photos, engagement. So also too, you liking and commenting on other people's posts. So if someone comments on your post, going and liking and on other people's posts. Oh, this is another thing, guys, that you should do. At least, if you're not to 5,000 friends yet, you should be at least friending 5 to 10 people a day.
Okay.
Friends are friends. Doesn't matter. Like, just get yourself out there. Build your friends list up, because people will start watching. Then once you start doing that, go and start looking at other people's posts and be authentic and like it and comment, like a nice comment, like not just fake. But if you genuinely like someone's shoes, oh my God, I love your shoes. Where did you get them? I mean, I love that yoga studio. I should go try it out. Or whatever it is, go start liking and commenting on other people's posts, because then what happens is you start showing up in their newsfeed a lot more. Okay. So don't go comment in, I mean, you can, but don't comment and like on a whole bunch of Isagenix people, because then it's going to be just Isagenix people on your newsfeed. Okay. Now, support them when they ask for love and all of that. Yes. And they go comment and like on other people's posts that are not Isagenix, so you can start showing up in their newsfeed. So start liking and commenting on people you don't know. Just go find something that you can find and comment with them, like their kids, their activities, their shoes, their whatever they're posting about. Go like and comment on them so you can start showing up in their newsfeed. Okay. And in the groups, when you start joining the groups, do that as well. Posting, oh my God, I love your dog. Like, what kind of dog is that? Be genuine, be authentic. But that's how you're going to, because then they're going to be like, oh, who's this? And they're going to click on your page and you're going to start scrolling. Like, ooh, what's this scroll about? Oh my gosh, I need some of those shakes. That's all you're trying to get is engagement. People to take a look at you, at your page. Again, don't make your page about all Isagenix. Did you see anything about Isagenix on my page? No. But they're going to see like, wow, like they saw the shake and they're like, what is that? And you saw like I had a couple comments like, what is the shake? You know, whatever. And you private message them. I don't say Isagenix. I just say I'll private message you. Why? Because they're then going to go Google Isagenix and they're going to read all kinds of crazy stuff. You want to educate them. You don't want the internet to educate them, right? Let me think what else. Jill, thank you so much. That was really sweet. It's
I
really
have a testimonial I'd like to share.
Yes, absolutely.
So I used to be extremely shy to put a picture of myself. And a lot of it had to do with because of what I thought other people would think, especially my sister or, you know, people in my family. Like, oh, she thinks so highly of herself. She thinks, you know, she's posting all these pictures. So I just wouldn't post them. And I had a business, a friend of mine that's involved with business that just shared with me, people want to see you, Cindy, and you have to get out there. And so I finally just, some of my my 10 and 10, so my 3x5 cards are just, you know, saying that I feel comfortable. It's so easy and natural for me to post pictures of myself, you know. And so I've started doing that, and finally I am getting some success, you know, and so I just don't worry about it. I mean, my sister never posts on my page because she hates it when I put pictures of myself, you know, on there. But I just stopped, you know, caring about that. And so I've noticed other people in the business and even just other friends that will never post pictures of themselves. All it is their dog or their house or their family. And I'll scroll through 20 posts and I can't even find a picture of them, you know. And so people don't want to see that. They want to see you. So you have to get brave. If you want to be successful, every single day you need to be posting pictures of yourself. And that's what I really have learned from you, Angel. So thank you.
Thank you. And you have been doing that, and I've been noticing, I see it in my newsfeed, and I love it. You're doing a great job with that. Like just your active posts, I'm like, ooh, I want to do that. Like you're inspiring me to do that. So that's what I'm saying. Like people do want to see that. They want to see you. It doesn't matter if you have 20 pounds to lose or you don't. It doesn't matter about that.
No,
it's a matter that you feel good. You're putting yourself out there. People are like wanting to be what you are, or not wanting to be what you are, but wanting to do what you're doing. Like if they trust you and they see you doing this for years and years, and oh, she hasn't fallen off that yet. Like she really is still doing that. Yeah, absolutely. So you have to put yourself out there, or no one's going to pay attention to that. I mean, yes, post a picture of your dog, whatever, if you love that, but maybe you get in the picture with your dog. You know what I mean? Like people want to see your shiny face. They just
I know. And I have,
and I know what you're saying about posting pictures of yourself seems kind of like narcissistic sometimes. But to be honest, it's so much more beautiful on your page if you're posting like happy pictures of yourself, because people, we live in a very negative world and people just are craving that happy, light, positive energy. So be that, because we have enough of that other stuff going on in the background. So be that light for other people and show them what's possible with Isagenix. And if you have a girl gang with Isagenix, show yourselves together, because people want to be part of a community, a girl gang, whatever you want to call it, boss babes, you know, this, whatever it is. Like, Blair, you and your kids, like, I mean, I can't even get enough of them. I want to like squeeze them so much. They're like beautiful. So other moms are going to be attracted to that because they're like, she's doing the do with these 2 small kids and her husband's like rocking it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to be wanting to be that, be a part of that. They're craving something new and something different and something light and fresh and like a breath of fresh air. So I always say, be a breath of fresh air to people.
Yes, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, real quick, you know, I had probably my most liked post. I was working out at the gym and I was able to like get the weight up, my barbell up. And so of course my form was awful and I still had about 15, 20 pounds to lose. And I just thought, I'm just going to try it, you know, and I had a lot of likes, like over 100 to 150 likes. And then it grew almost to 200. And it was like my son's college friends and mission friends. And it's like, no way, how much is your mom lifting? And everyone's guessing on how heavy the weight was. And so that was really fun, you know. So I'll even if I repost a similar thing, I still get somebody likes to see you up there lifting weights when you're 60, you know. I don't know what it is. But.
I love that. And if you have a post like that that has so much engagement, don't be afraid to use it 6 months later.
Okay.
You have a different crowd watching. I've used several posts over and over again, and you get just as many likes. Like, it's crazy. So don't be afraid to regurgitate, whatever the word is, reuse posts that have got a lot of engagement.
Oh, thank you. That's a good tip. Thank you.
Great. All righty. Well, we have 3 minutes. Is there anybody that has a very short testimonial or something they'd like to add?
I just have a quick question.
Sure.
So Angel, where do you find your most successes, like with enrolling people? Like, do you find it like going into groups and connecting with people, or just out in public meeting people, or like directly asking people to take a look and then, you know, following up with them? Like, where do you feel like your most success is?
That's a great question. Follow up.
All of it.
Follow up. I am follow up queen. You can ask Lenny on that one, but I really seriously follow up a lot, a lot. And I do message people and I follow up. I would tell you, like, I just had another girl. I followed up her again. And she's like, I'm so glad you kept reaching out to me. She's like, because I'm ready. I meant to call you today and I just got busy, you know, because people are busy. You have to follow up. Like, you have to just keep putting in their face. And what do they always say? Like, the average person, it's 7 to 10 touches, I think is the number. 7 to 10 touches before they're finally going to not bite, but like jump at the opportunity.
How does it follow up sound? Like, how does it sound? Like, you haven't heard, you know, they private message you and then you send it, like, you have a conversation and then they just like die. You know what I mean?
Hey, I would say, hey, Cindy, I just like wanted to follow up with you, see if you've had a chance to watch the video, if you have any questions or if you're ready to get started. That's a simple way. Or if we've already talked or whatever. Hi, Cindy, I just wanted to make sure, you know, I've been super busy. I'm sure you're busy too. I just want to follow back up around with you and see if you're ready to get started. Like, I literally just say, ask the golden question. Are you ready to get started? And I do get a lot of people, yes, I'm ready. Or like on the shake drop today, like there was a lady that I've been in contact with for a while now. And she's like, oh my God, I so need this in my life. I'm like, yes, you do. Let's jump on the phone and get you started. And she called me right after that. We got her started. So following up, I swear, y'all, consistency in your posts and following up, the two for me that has been a game changer. I feel that with a lot of leaders is just consistency and follow up. I follow up until they tell me like no, like, absolutely no. Or if they say not at this time, but thank you so much for reaching out. Okay, do you mind if I reach out with you in like about 2 months? I'm like, yeah, sure. No. Or if I haven't heard from them in 6 months, if they told me no, hey, I just wanted to see how that Whole30 diet was going for you. Yeah, like most people, it's not going very well because we know how that.
How are you organizing that then? Like,
I just all on Messenger. Like I just scroll to the bottom and then work my way up.
Oh,
I don't
really?
have like a major system. I'm not that like organized. But I really just go through Messenger or my notepad where I have everyone's names written down. Like everyone that like you should really go back to your product page. If someone's not muted. Can you mute? I don't know who's not muted, but if you go back to your product page, if you go to members, it will show you who you've added to that product page. And there's lots of people that got fallen through the cracks. So if you start writing down every single person you've added to that product page, follow up with all of those people, because that's a long list that you probably have of people that you've added, like prospects, that page that sometimes you forget about because we're all so busy, right? And productive, not busy. And just following up with those people and just saying, hey, I'm so sorry, I've been super busy, and I'm sure you have too, but I just wanted to, reach back around. Like, do you have any more questions, or are you ready to get started? Some people just need that push, guys. Don't be afraid to ask them, are you ready to get started? They can say yes, they can say no, right? Like my mom always said, all they can say is no. So just being bold. Just being bold.
Great.
Ready to get started.
So you talk, one more last thing, sorry. You talk about the product page. Is that Isagenix, is that our group page, like the Forever University page?
Well,
or do you have your own?
Forever University is a business page for the Forever Pack, but we also have a separate page called Healthy, Wealthy, Grateful, or there's a Forever Pack 2. It's more of like just product page, where they're going to see other products other than the Forever Pack or other than the 30-day system or whatever, where people can go and take a look, So,
Okay.
yeah.
So what were those two? Healthy, Wealthy, Grateful. What was the other one?
I think there's Forever Pack 2 is what it's called, that Dave MacArthur and Carrie MacArthur started. It's like their separate product page. Yeah. Okay. There's a whole lot of them. Amplified Health, like there's so many different ones. It depends on who your upline is and crossline. Like Healthy, Wealthy, it doesn't matter. You can be in our group. But there's certain groups where you have to be like connected to them or whatever. So it's just check with your leader or whatever.
Great. Thank you so much for all your help. Yeah, you've been awesome.
Yeah, this has been an amazing call. Thank you so much, Angel. Definitely.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll have you on again and talk about Instagram one of these days. So
yeah, because there's Instagram, there's LinkedIn, there's all these different platforms, and that's what I want to stress too. Like, whatever you're good at, stick with it. Like, I'm really, really good at Facebook, and I do Instagram too, but I would say 90% of my people that I've enrolled are from Facebook. So if you're rocking it on Facebook, just stick with it. Like, don't get so stressed out that you have to have all these platforms. There's a lot of people that do so many different platforms. I'm on LinkedIn, but I always forget. I never post, and it's just like, I don't even have time for that. Like, I have to focus so much on Facebook alone that I'm like, I can't keep up with all these things, Yeah. And so don't get stressed out, like if you don't know all the social media platforms and, and so people will say, like I have had millennials that are not on Facebook. And so I say, okay, well, is there any way you can at least just get a Facebook account? And 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, well, I have a Facebook, I just don't use it. Okay. So that's another way to get around it and just say, well, okay, well, I just want to place you in this group. Like you can just use Facebook for that reason, whatever. But Instagram is a huge market for millennials. And so I'm not sure of how to really use Instagram yet for like a product page, So I'm still trying to work on that and figure that out of how they're kind of doing that, because a lot of millennials are not on Facebook, or they are, but they're just not using it. And you know what? They really don't care about the product page, to be honest. They care about just posting pictures of themselves. So don't get so caught up in that either. Like if someone doesn't have a Facebook page, like another lady, she didn't have a Facebook page. And I said, well, can you at least just create one? It doesn't have to be public. It can just be private, but I want it to be able to add you to this page. She's like, oh yeah, sure, I can do that. So don't be afraid to ask too. Like if you want them to be involved within your group, like just say you can create one. It's not like it's going to be public. You're just going to be in my private group, and that's all it's going to be used for. Because we do have some people on here that aren't in social media, and social media is not, again, it's not the end all be all. Like I still love to meet one-on-one with people, coffee, lunch, whatever. But it's a great tool to use when you're vacationing or when you're a stay-at-home mom and you're busy, you can't get out and meet with people.
Mhm.
It's just a great tool and it's free. So use it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Do you have
So,
a question?
Okay.
No, it was awesome. It was so awesome. Great stuff. Amazing. I've watched you do this, and I just learn every time. So thank you for
Yes.
this training.
yes, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm going to stop.
Joni, did you have a
recording.
question or you were just raising your hand? Sorry.
You're
Oh.
muted.
You're muted.
There. I was just blowing kisses.
Oh, no,
Oh,
not
okay.
Joni. Is it Joni?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I had asked a question in, like,
Oh.
I put it in the comments
Yeah.
because, so I was at work teaching high schoolers all day today, so I don't know what the shake drop was.
Oh, cookies and cream.
Oh, was that today?
Yeah, that was today.
Oh, okay. So I should have probably put that on my Facebook then.
You can do it
It's
tomorrow
not
morning.
too late.
Yeah, do it
Okay.
tomorrow morning. Do it tomorrow morning. It's already late. Do it tomorrow
Not
morning.
true. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Absolutely.
All right. I'm going to stop the recording and say thank you guys. Thank you so much, Angel.
Thank
It
you
was
all so much.
awesome. Take care,
Thank
everyone.
you.
We'll be
Thank
back
you.
on next Tuesday evening at 6:30 for our next training.
Thank you so much. Sorry I
Uh-huh.
was late.
Welcome.
It's
No.
okay. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.